Yeah. Alright. Apologize. Yeah. Alright. Apologize. Have you thought of yesterday? The only thing for me to feel is pain. In the past of all your sins you ought to pray. Shattered glass will ride away. Revelations usually pass you by, because you're caught up in the things you want to say. When the moment came that you chose to lie, you'll never say that you're afraid. But I meant to apologize for capturing your gaze, a self-sacrifice. Never thought they'd come. The notions of a better life sustained. Vision slowly dripped down to none. Confess and swallow all your thoughts of rage, and the iniquities of life will drag you down. A clever phrase that's on your mind to see, but only what you sought is what you find. Compassion is to roll upon tears. But I meant to apologize for capturing the gaze, a self-sacrifice. I meant to apologize. I meant to apologize for capturing a gaze, such a selfish sacrifice.
Thank you. Thank you guys very much.
Right back with COVE in the studio.
Radio. Wow. Sorry about that. Sorry. All right, guys, we'll be back soon and with COVE in the cave with L.A.C.E Radio. Yeah.
COVE's in the cave.
All right, everybody, we are here in the cave.
Accepting it is the first step.
Yeah, in the cave with Cove. I didn't realize
In the cave with Cove.
how crazy that sounded.
You guys say it all crazy.
Yeah.
In the cave.
In the cave
with
with Cove. So we have Brian and Adam here, and you guys just heard a song from them. And what was that song you guys played?
The name of the song's called Apologize.
Apologize. Did you guys write that?
Yeah, I wrote that many years ago. It's one of my favorites to play.
So what is that about? Where did that come from?
It's one of those songs. It's multifaceted, but long and short, I guess about a girl and some things you don't get to say at the time. So I wrote a song about it.
They're all about some girl.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
So how long have you guys been playing together?
A long time.
Yeah,
10 years.
yeah. I met Adam in high school. We went to Owens Mills High School together. I was a year above him, and we had a mutual friend, and we all kind of came together and had a little high school band going, and started playing together since I guess like 99, 2000.
Is that where Cove came from? Is that when you guys started?
Actually, we were called a band. We were called Dank Services. We went to Frostburg State University for a few years. And
Way to laugh.
yeah.
I
What's
love
that about? What's that about?
Dank Services.
Yeah, we were Dank Services up in Frostburg. But when we came back, we changed the name. We added a new member who could not be with us this evening. Actually, his name is Johnny Benson. He plays the violin for us.
Oh,
And
What?
when he joined up, we kind of decided to go a different direction and change the name. So
Oh, I need to talk to this Johnny.
Right.
I want to start playing the violin again. I played when I was younger, and I
next
want to
time we
get
swing
an
through, make
electric
sure to bring him
amp.
through.
yes, definitely,
Please. I
definitely.
need some refreshers.
So, do you guys have what's your information? How can people get in touch with you and hear your music?
Facebook.
Good old book face.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Runs the world.
That's probably the primary right now. That's the primary way to get a hold of us. You can find us at either We Are COVE. That's one of our Facebook pages, but we also just created a actual COVE fan page. So it's actually an acronym. If you guys didn't know, it stands for Children of a Vivid Eden. So it's COVE with the dots in between.
So where did
So
that
many
come from?
anagrams.
When we decided to change the name of the band, I've always wanted an acronym. That's as simple as that. I've always just wanted an acronym in the band name. So I don't know. It kind of came from like we're all children of Earth, and Earth is kind of like a vivid Eden. So I kind of came up with that.
Nice. So Adam, okay. Now,
The
just to
quiet
let
one.
everybody know how we met Cove was we were doing an open mic kind of a tour, so to speak, for 2 weeks, and we ran into these guys at High Tops 2 Thursdays in a row.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, sorry, Wednesdays. They all kind of come together after a while.
No doubt.
And one of the first things we noticed was Adam's guitar playing. Like, that's one of the things when Angie and I see something like that, we kind of nudge each other like, holy shit. Look at this.
Radio show.
Right. And we wanted, how long have you been playing guitar? And, like, how did you learn how to play like that and, everything?
That's a lot of questions.
Tell us
Please
everything.
tell us your life story in 25 seconds.
It's not
Go.
that interesting. It's been like, I think 15 years I've been playing.
Yeah. And where did you learn from, or like what's your influences?
A lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan, Tim Reynolds.
Wow.
I don't know, everything. I listen to so many different kinds of music.
Well, one of the things I am very impressed with, especially because just to let you guys know that Brian Adam hosts the open mic night at High Tops on Wednesday nights, starting at 9. So get up there, take the drive up
Seriously.
83. It's worth
It's
it.
awesome.
Thank you very
Seriously.
much. We try
Yeah.
to have a good time as much as possible.
Yeah, it's just the best.
It
Yeah.
is definitely one of my favorite open mics.
It's a
Like
big
I
jam.
was just
Thank you.
testing around, trying to get a foot back in the door, and went to High Tops, and I was like, "This place rocks! This is amazing!"
It's a really chill atmosphere. We try to keep it that way as much as possible.
It's what's the best is that if you go to open mic nights, the one thing you hear from every single person who performs is cover songs, right? So everybody's performing cover songs, and the range of music that you guys know, because you guys can just hop up and just jam with somebody just because you know the song. Like, that's probably the best part to me. That means the most to like somebody who's coming in. They're like, "Wow, this is fun!" Like, and they don't know each other. And in a lot of cases, you guys don't. You just kind of get up
Yeah.
there
You're
and
like,
just start
sounds
playing.
like you need some drums. I'm gonna put this bongo over. Oh, you're walking by. Grab that tambourine. Let's make this rock.
Yeah, we sometimes just hop up on, a lot of people that come through. We have a few regulars and some, and we play the drums for them. Luckily, Adam and I can both do it, so we can switch off, take a break, and Yeah, it seems to go pretty smoothly most of the time.
The music makers.
There was only one other place that was chill like that, and they don't do open mics anymore, and that was the Phoenix in L.A.C.E. City.
I've never
Like,
been there.
yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's really chill.
Yeah,
You guys should play there. Book some gigs
Yeah,
there on the
we
weekend.
actually only play in one place right now in L.A.C.E. City, which is called Kelsey's Irish Pub in the Normandie Shopping Center.
Yeah.
So we're trying to branch out as much as possible. We're kind of in the Timonium area a lot, so we tend to go to Parkton every now and then, L.A.C.E. City, but we want to kind of branch out these days. Try to hit the city and maybe toward this side of town, and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe play at the
Slow going.
house.
Hey, we would be
Well-
more than welcome.
And see, this is why we gotta do a Lace Festival.
Yes.
And then
Oh my gosh, it's so
exposure for
Holidays
everybody.
festival.
We really want to do a
Absolutely.
festival because
So
there's
bad.
so much. There's so much that we can.
We've met so many amazing artists that there's no reason
Every
why
day.
everyone should be on a big stage.
Like, no, oh
It's
my
a lot
gosh,
of
yeah.
fun.
yeah.
It's-
Oh my gosh. It
It's
is.
been a while since we've been on a real big stage, but
It has been.
it's a good time.
What's one of the biggest stages you guys play?
Not that big. I think our biggest was when we were in high school. And we just
Good old
graduated.
high
The
school
name of our
auditorium.
band at the time was Tau Zero. It's Adam and I. I played the drums and I sang, and we opened up for Ja Works at the Record Theater.
Nice!
We kind of lucked into it. The
Love
guitarist
showers.
had some sort of connection and got us in there, and that's probably like one of the bigger. We played the 8x10 at a few open mics down there as well. It's been years, and yeah, so
Wow.
it's up for us to get out there because we try to play as much shows as possible, and we hosted a couple of mic nights over a while. But
Okay, so I've heard 3 band names so far. So how many band names have you guys had since you guys known each other?
oh
I
wow,
think just those 3.
Tau Zero.
You put it into, oh wow.
I didn't know I was
Tau
gonna have to
Zero,
think.
and then it was Dank Services, and now it's COVE.
Right. So yeah, just 3.
Okay.
Three.
It's like it's March.
magic
It's time for a
number.
change.
You gotta switch it up every now and then. Gotta switch
Name
it up.
change.
Every
New
year.
name every 3-4 years.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Keeps the fans wondering.
Yeah.
Why did
gonna
they
be
change? Is there a new member? Did we lose a member? What's going on?
Mystery to it.
I like the old
mystery.
name better.
See, I remember hearing Cove way back. I guess maybe when you guys were in Frostburg, maybe. I don't know, but that was that whole like Frostburg did this whole art CD compilation,
That's right.
and then
Yeah, that sounds
performed up at like the
Eagles. The Eagles.
yeah,
Lounge.
mhm. And then
On
went
Main
up to the
Street.
Eagles Lounge, and I loved that song though, and I was always like, who are these guys? They're amazing.
Which one did we?
And
even
now
put
you're
on
sitting
that?
right
think
next to
that
him.
song was an original of ours called Heavy. It was Heavy.
Yeah.
that we put on
Was
there.
it?
Mhm.
It was.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay. It's like I don't even know what we put
They're
on
like,
there.
us back a little bit.
yeah,
So then when
that
we-
CD that we're on.
Yeah.
So,
well,
oh my god,
that.
it's so old.
Frostburg's kind of a blur to us.
Yeah.
So.
So when
I
you
bet
started
with the
singing,
name like Dexter.
Right.
as soon as you remember,
Judge-
Yeah.
you started
Judge's
singing.
As soon as he opened his mouth, Angie's like, I know him from somewhere.
I know him. I know that voice. I know that voice. I love that voice.
Well, we appreciate it. Yeah, that was I can't remember what year that was. Maybe like 04?
This is
At the
something.
latest.
At
Probably.
the absolute latest, maybe.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
graduating
It's got
from
no-
high
I was.
school.
Yeah. I
It was the
had
mind
just
culture
graduated.
something.
I
Mine-
graduated in
Yeah,
04.
something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Took me back a little bit on that one.
Ooh. I didn't even remember that. High five.
High five. We just high fived.
Okay,
They
so-
saw a random hand come in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try something new. Okay. We're going to have a topic.
Chris is, yeah, this is our first time with a topic
A
of the
real
day.
topic.
Yeah,
So,
I'll say so.
and
Instead of the
mostly
bowl.
the topic came from, I try to think of, what's going on in the weekends. Like, we did talk about the polar bear plunge, and that's whatever. But something that's been, like, on my mind is competition. Because, like, for me, personally, it's something that I am struggling with all the time because I'm competitive. So I'm constantly looking at see what other people
Very
are
much
doing.
so.
Yeah, I am. Other magazines and other promoters and what they're doing and how they're doing it better than what we're doing. Like I'm constantly obsessed with competition. So my question is, because I've never really thought of it from the artist's perspective. Like, do you guys feel like you compete with other musicians, or do you guys like pay attention to that? Are you guys competitive? All that, everything.
Ready, go.
Just all that, okay. There's a certain aspect of it that is like inherently competitive because I mean you want the slot that somebody else wants or you want the venue that somebody else wants, but we've been of the mind pretty much, which is on the laid back. You know, we just do it for the love of the music as well as obviously get a little income for what you love to do. Never hurt anybody, but as far as like direct competition, I don't really think so. What about you, buddy?
Yeah, no. It's not really like we're actively going out places and competing with other people to try to get spots.
Not at the moment, anyway.
Right.
I mean, how do you feel, Angie? Do you go like for, me? I'm like obsessed with Facebook, so I'm looking and I'm like pissed off because somebody's doing something and I'm not doing it first. Like that's just me. I'm just like, God damn it, good.
You go to
like
a
that
different
kinda,
level.
That kind of stuff, or like the creative aspect of it, like. I was going on and I was looking at these YouTube videos and I'm like, I could make a video like that. In fact, I should make a video like that. And it's not really so much like I'm trying to compete with him, but I'm like, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think that would help me further what I'm doing with my craft. When you mention competition, the only thing that I can compare that really to the times when I'm like trying to promote a show. I'm competing with other events going on around me.
Absolutely. Right.
So, like, it's not really competing with other artists. It's competing with other events and trying to bring out the people and your fans. Like, I have a hard time myself with my fan base. Not to say that I don't have a loyal fan base, but, like, if there's a prior event that they said they were going to go to, they're going to go to that. And then, just like anything.
Right.
So...
So how do you handle that? Like, how do you work through
promote as early as possible.
Yeah, definitely promote early and promote hard. Promotion is
annoyingly
hard.
promote.
Yeah.
Yes, I yawned and hit the microphone.
Well, I mean, Rachel knows all about this because if anybody's a friend of Rachel's on Facebook, which I just realized we have 154 people in common.
I know. Don't you feel kind of awesome?
That is just weird.
No,
Deep
because
bonds right
at
there.
first
Deep
I
bonds.
look at it, like, you look at it two ways. You're like, oh, this is starting to remind me of the MySpace days. Because I knew a lot of people on MySpace, and there was the competition of the who has the most friends.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then I look at my friends list, I'm like, damn, I have like 300 people more. I know all these people, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's maybe like 50 who are artists who've hit me up from the magazine or something from other states that I haven't met yet, but they're on musical, and I'm sure we're going to meet them eventually.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just, Facebook's a good tool.
It is a good tool.
I cannot remember names.
So,
without
like I was
Facebook.
saying, it's like if you're friends with Rachel on Facebook, then you would have seen her post like ridiculously often to promote anything.
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
am a
constant.
promoter.
It is bam, 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 bam.
And now that I have
Rachel
this
Spence
phone,
has shared a link. Bang, 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 bang,
and
bang, bang.
18 similar stories.
Right. Now that they've grouped them all together, it totally like just kills
It
it.
kind of kills my groove.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like that scene. Just threw off my groove.
You only
Yeah, I
see
don't
it
like
once.
that they group it together.
Yeah, because
Especially when
Because
it's
then you
different
can't be
things.
like
Obnoxious.
sly about it. They're
Right.
like, you posted this 500 times.
stop it.
No, you got to do it like an hour in between. I'm starting to figure
Just
out
say it
the...
a little different. You'll be
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Just change some key
You gotta,
writing.
yeah. And then you gotta throw it under your administrative page and your personal page.
Yeah.
Can't get you that way.
Sly.
Three and
Sly.
3.
Yeah.
Wait a few hours. 4 and 4.
There you go.
But as to what Angie was saying about how she, like when you go on YouTube, you see what other artists are doing. It's I agree with you. It's not necessarily from a point of competition, but you kind of like use it kind of as a launching pad for yourself to see what you're capable of doing. Because some stuff you might not be, depends on what it is. But some stuff might be easier to do than others. But you can always just use the ideas and kind of build your own foundation and go from there.
Yeah.
I tend to do this stuff. Every time I feel in the funk, I just kind of try to find something new and
Yeah.
see, can I do that? And if I can't, it just bothers the hell out of me.
Yeah, I know, right?
I complain for a few days. It's ridiculous.
Well, I forget where I read this quote, but it basically, I laughed so hard. But any good artist steals from another artist. So it's like
Imitation is the highest
yeah.
form of flattery.
Indeed.
it really is. You just kind of everyone kind of just copycats each other and
Ooh, yeah.
It's almost
tries
impossible
to.
not to.
But
Yeah.
I know
There
it
were
really
originals.
is.
There were some originals.
Yeah, I
At
mean,
one point.
because like
Lady
you know, I
Gaga.
do it
Not really.
myself. I mean, I have like tons of magazines and tons of all kinds of photographs and just a library of junk in my head that's what I feed off of. You know, so when I go out and do a shoot, or you know, when I'm making the magazine or whatever I'm doing at the time, I feed off of other artists and what they've done in the past to kind of like see what, not only how I can replicate it, but make it better and make it my own.
Right, exactly. And you take these ideas and then you mold them to fit what you're doing and your personality and who you are.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't like competing with other artists. I'd rather just work with them.
Yeah.
You know, I never want to fight with anyone. So, like, why don't we all just sing together and do like a Woodstock thing? Peace and love.
Sometimes it's the easier way to go.
That should
Seriously.
be our
Yeah.
first
Absolutely.
festival.
I've met
Get
competitive
laced.
artists.
The Woodstock way.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
Oh.
There are competitive
Welcome,
artists,
spring.
though.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that per se,
No.
but like sometimes it clashes with those who aren't. And you know, sometimes like if a person's really competitive and you're not, like sometimes that could be seen as like a flaw for you, but like I don't think so. Like you have your
See, I'm really bad though, because even at the open mic nights, and I don't even tell this to Angie, but I sit there and I listen to everybody else. I'm like, Angie's gonna kill that.
that's not
I feel like a really
I do
bad
too.
basketball coach. You know, I'm like I'm ready to like go behind her, rub her
Chris is
shoulders,
like-
and be like, all right,
like,
Angie, this is what we're gonna do.
He has a mean layup, but it's nothing against Angie's 3-pointer.
Right? Yeah, Angie's 3-pointer like kills
March
it.
Madness.
I'm
Let
just
it
like,
begin.
She's fantastic.
That's like
You guys
I don't
are-
know. It's how I am every night that we go out. I'm like, nah, can't touch her.
Well,
But
you're
I
supposed
try
to-
not to like
You,
let it out
Angie,
though.
have
I
become
keep it
that
all in
thing.
here.
It's
I've
natural.
become
That's your
that
girl.
thing.
You're that thing. Chris compares. I'm guilty of it too. Yeah, we compare everything to you.
Yeah, she's like, you know, she is like, are you as good as Angie or better? That's how like we do it.
That's your
so
ga- that's your-
that's,
that's your-
that
that's
means
your
it's
gauge.
really that you know if we're, that means
Angie's
you
that
guys
little
being
barometer.
Says a
Like,
lot.
Instead
Wow.
of the top,
Then we
the best
appreciate
thing,
that.
Yeah.
you just face
'Cause I
with
agree
a
with
smile.
Now, when I
It
first
is.
heard this girl, I was standing with a group of people. It was at a mic night at High Tops, and like it's one of those voices where you look around the room and see everybody kind of stop the conversation and turn that way. And it happened a lot, both times
Yeah,
we played. And she got a lot of compliments.
she's a showstopper.
Even if you didn't hear them, you got quiet, and then when we walked around, you were very, really highly acclaimed.
That's fun. It's extremely
it's fun.
it's
You're the shit, girl.
How nice.
That's fun. People stop
Indeed.
and look at me.
Thanks, guys. I get it's extremely flattering. I'm not good at taking compliments whatsoever. But I appreciate it because
I'm like, honestly.
you guys are awesome.
Yeah, you
I
guys are
love
awesome.
it. Like I could listen to you guys all night long.
all the time. Oh my
Appreciate
gosh, it's like the highlight of the week is to go up there and then hear you guys play.
Seriously,
very
I
much.
can't wait to
Thank
go
you.
tomorrow.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. Coming out
Yeah.
tomorrow,
After the hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Rachel and I have some huge news to share.
Oh yes.
Very, very big news. So we just found out tonight. We just found out tonight that we are going to have office
Be moving
space.
soon.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
be
move.
moving. We're
Yeah.
gonna move.
We're
to North
moving.
Avenue.
So
They're
our new,
U-hauling.
We are lace mobiling it.
and we waited a whole year. Can you believe it? It wasn't after the second date at all.
Good job, ladies.
Oh. Sorry, lesbian joke.
It happens.
I'm the token single straight chick again in the corner.
In the corner.
Lesbian Oreo.
We have
I
got
don't even know what
office
that would
space
be.
in the Our House,
Chocolate
right
Asian
off of North Avenue. It's right next to Joe Squared, and it's
it's
right.
in the Hour House.
Yeah, it's right
next
across
to
the
the
street.
art store.
The art store, Joe Squared. It's across the street from the wind-up space, and yeah, we have a little place there, and we're going to be doing
We
a
have
radio
a
show
home.
out of the Our House starting March something.
First.
Well, I'm
Is
trying
the
to
first
remember
one a
what date.
Tuesday?
I
Here.
don't think so.
Oh, we have a smartphone.
I don't
But
even
it's
know what
not in
date.
a coma.
Like this.
When
just
are you
happened
moving?
today. We're moving on the 1st, so we actually might do our radio show that day.
Yeah, that
From-
you're
We
moving
should
in.
just broadcast
On the
while
1st.
we're
It's a
moving
big
in.
thing.
You should.
We should like
stream
play
it.
songs
Yeah,
while we unload whatever
should
we
get
have to
people to come
unload,
help
and then
you
we'll
is what you
just
should
like
do.
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, yeah.
and have a party.
definitely.
Chris, we're gonna have
I'll
a
come help.
fundraiser.
Yeah, we're gonna have a party at the Hour House, a small party.
I will buy the
No.
pizza.
We could totally use the Hour House stage to stream a
Yeah,
show.
We're gonna do.
Oh my
I
gosh, this
I
is gonna
guess
be
tomorrow
amazing.
when we go in, we should be like, hey, where's the calendar? We need to mark off the 1st.
They're gonna be real pissed off at us when we're like every Tuesday night, Lace Radio, Lace Radio, Lace Radio. But yeah,
But they can
it's a
practice.
big
Guys,
thing.
you can still practice. We
Yeah.
can stream around you, and we'll just broadcast you practicing.
Bar-
Yeah.
be practicing. And
Get your name out now.
The good thing is that we'll be out of my mother's house, and that's a big move. You know,
And Rachel doesn't have to drive to Columbia.
she doesn't. She just has to
Every
drive
Tuesday.
all the way downtown. That's,
See,
it's
no,
further.
it doesn't feel further though.
Okay.
And
It's
if you
all-
think
it's
about
all
it,
in the
no,
field.
Yeah.
but think about it.
It's all-
It
it's
all
important.
depends on if I'm getting right off of work
That's true.
or coming from home. If I'm getting off of work, I'm
You're right
10
there.
minutes away.
Yeah.
If that, with traffic.
It'd be closer to Angie too.
You can just come
Very-
straight
Yeah,
down 83.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be like 10 minutes away.
I'm so
That'd be
excited.
lovely.
It's gonna be awesome. So that's a
Sounds
huge
like a burden.
announcement
Oh
for
my
us
God.
that we're going to actually have
Congrats,
a real
guys.
address.
Oh, yeah, we were here to hear it, too.
Yeah.
We were.
They
Nice.
we were here just waiting for
We're going
Angie.
to take a group picture.
I
Saw
know,
them
I was
both.
Before we
so
all
late.
leave.
Sorry, guys. I was the reason for the holdup.
Way to go.
I know.
Yellow.
All right, guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into a song,
You don't have
and
your
then when we
mic.
come back, Cove's gonna play another song for us. So, sit tight and
And
listen
get
to some Sweet Lita.
Say your goodbyes. Check my eyes. They are clear and dry. Let me tell you why. You try to pull me down. You see, I'm still around. Oh, oh, oh. Words have been exchanged, and now I know your game. I know your game. Please don't try to explain. I think you're deranged. You know that I've moved on. Thank you for the song you gave me. You tried